The Hulk Hogan scandal continues to roll on. All kinds of WWE news. Kevin Owens, is he being pushed back? So much crap to get to. This is State of the WWE. Stick around because we have the leaks, the spoilers, the answers, the rumors, and my God, do I need to drink some caffeine. Let's do this.
Joe Cronin Show presents a show with attitude. Beyond the matches. Behind the storylines. State of the WWE.
Thank you very much to the honest trailer voice guy. I very appreciate that. Welcome to State of the WWE, episode number 25. My name is Joe Cronin on the Joe Cronin Show, and along with me, as always, is my co-host, the Dead on Dave on YouTube. How you doing, Dave?
I am fan-friggin' German-tastic. Woohoo!
Yes, I am fantastic as well.
You sound tired.
Really? I thought that was a pretty...
No, I'm just giving you
okay.
shit.
I thought it was like a pretty uppity intro that I was giving. Maybe not.
I was playing off your caffeine comment.
Oh.
Yeah.
I am tired, though, so maybe you're right.
I need some caffeine, so I want... You sound tired.
The first thing I want to do is let everyone know that the hatchet has been buried with Tyson Kidd.
Yes, thank God for that. You know what? I'm so proud of you two gentlemen for coming together in such a great way.
So Tyson Kidd had no idea who the fuck I was. Just so you know, I earlier today I tweeted at him. I tweeted at Tyson Kidd and I said to him, he can feel free to rip me off while he's sitting at home, and when he gets back, use the new material. Hashtag I hate cats. And then he tweeted me back, I have no idea who you are. And then I said, oh, okay, my mistake. And then he followed me, and then we private messaged each other for a while. So Tyson Kidd is in the clear. He did not rip me off whatsoever. It's been confirmed. I am a man of my word, by the way. If I did strongly believe he did rip me off, but if he says he didn't, he didn't. So there you go. And I know that some of you out there are like, so I told you, you loser, piece of shit. Well, you know something? Hey, it's been happened before, and you couldn't argue that it was bizarre timing. But anyway.
It's coincidental at best.
I told Tyson, I said, hey, listen, this is, it's quite a popular word. Fact is a very popular word. Anyway, he saw some of my t-shirts, thought it was funny. Anyway, that's all over. Let's move on. I feel bad for him, too. As always, even though this whole thing was a joke, kind of, I do feel horrible. I saw the photos of his neck, and he seems like he's coming back. I mean, he doesn't said anything other than, I'm getting a long road to recovery, but it's a scary thing, and I hope he's okay.
He's a determined guy, and I have no doubt in my mind that he is going to do everything he can to get back into the ring. I just hope it's not something that's going to cost him quality of life in his 40s,
Yeah, I agree. I'd be stubborn though if I was him, and I would end up back in the ring.
He's so damn talented. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, I told him
Super
this is not like a suck job because he tweeted me or followed me or anything. You can go back and watch my videos from 2, 3, 4 years ago with me. I have rant videos about Tyson Kidd needing to be pushed, so it's not, this ain't some suck-up job because he followed me. I have videos that you can see the timestamp of when I uploaded them about loving this guy, so that's all there is to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dave,
so Mr. Glass is dead?
Mr. Glass is dead. I will now no longer mention. I even took something down, which is not like me.
That is not like you.
I even took something. I took the one, there was one kind of real, you couldn't tell it was a joke, really.
Very classy.
Took that one down. Yeah. And hopefully he enjoys our Bret Hart impressions. But that being said, Kevin Owens is the first thing I want to move to. Hulk Hogan, I think we beat it to death.
Yeah.
And I think there is some new news that we can kind of comment or irresponsibly speculate on.
Irresponsibly speculating with Joe and Dave.
I think Tommy coined that the other night, and it was great.
He did, but we're going to steal it.
Oh, no, yeah. I mean, he created it for us, I suppose. What do you think about Kevin Owens being pushed away, or do you think that this is a way for him to move down and now work with a lot of people in the mid-card and maybe that we could see this. I think this isn't over. I think that John Cena is going to be in a big match or some sort of match, maybe, come WrestleMania time, and Kevin Owens will come out and kick his ass and interfere.
Yeah, I think people are freaking out a little prematurely. Like Kevin Owens he got pushed to the friggin' moon when he came in immediately because he has this built-in frickin' audience. He got to win over John Cena in his first match. That's huge. So then he loses a match, but he has another epic match and a loss. And then he loses again, and this time in really dramatic fashion by tapping. And now everyone's freaking out. He's being pushed down.
Because he also lost to Finn Balor, too.
He did lose to Finn Balor, but, that seemed like a self-serving thing because we figured he was going to win the United States Championship. Now he's also having a rematch with Finn Balor, which would not surprise me now if he ends up winning the damn thing the night before SummerSlam. I don't know. I'm so confused with the whole thing. Now, in the meantime, he's walking out of matches. He's still being gold on the mic. And now the most relevant thing that he's doing, the most important thing to his long-term future, is he's working with Cesaro. And that's probably where this was headed. Because he got the rub from Cena. So did Cesaro. Cesaro reestablished his value through Cena. And now these two guys can have a feud together until they decide to do something with either one of them or both of them together, whether they both get into the United States title picture or if Owens gets back into the feud with Cena somewhere down the road, if he costs them a match at SummerSlam. It wouldn't surprise me if he interfered in that match with Cena and Rollins if that ends up happening.
Yeah, I could see something like that. I'm not panicking yet, but I tell you what, if
there are a lot of people out there who are.
If it gets worse, I think they're putting him in a position to win actually now. So I think he's going to win. That's why he's going mid card so he can dominate that. And you have to really push him with him beating Cena once. But if we don't see that, it's going to get a little freaky, and that's going to be very scary then. I do want to also back up real quick on my comments about Tyson Kidd tweeting me, following me, and DMing me. I thank you very much to Tyson Kidd, but I want to tell everyone it was because our friend Terry told me, hey, tweet him. He'll respond if you mention cats.
So, the Winnipeg Snow Queen.
Terry, Teresa Dawkin. So I messaged him and said, good luck on the shelf. Steal some more stuff from me while you're sitting there listening to my show. When you get back to WWE Raw, you can use it. And then I said, hashtag I hate cats. And anyway, it was funny. That's what he responded to. So thank you to Terry because we got an answer. And I'm not joking about this. I did have I did actually think, I want to know if he actually took this from my show. And it was a dumb thing that I just thought about. And, I tweeted him a ton of times before he never said anything. So she must have, because he tweeted her, she tweeted me like right away to tell me that, which means he was active on Twitter. So he had the opportunity to see what I was doing, because otherwise this shit gets lost. He has 700,000 followers. Yeah. So her doing that, I finally was able to get the answer that I was looking for, and the answer is that Tyson Kidd did not steal hashtag fact from me whatsoever. He did not know who I was.
This is what Terry does, man. She gets shit done.
Yeah. We are gonna take some calls, maybe on State of the WWE, should I feel like it, in a little while.
Should you feel like it, yes.
We try to keep this a talk between me and Dave, really. Yes. Because it ends up being a better show, and that's all there is to it. Monday Night Raw review, all that stuff, that's the calls. But State of the WWE, we keep it between us. All right, let's
the two of us. But to wrap up the Kevin Owens thing, people are freaking out because there was an article that had no merit. By the way, there was an article that was just speculatory in nature, and it even says it in the article, but it references Kevin Dunn. Because everybody has this opinion of Kevin Dunn, whether it's true or not, that's a different argument, that Kevin Dunn is a Weasley fuck who only does things to benefit Kevin Dunn, which you can make the argument that might be true. Now, people are saying that because if Kevin Owens were to succeed, it hurts Kevin Dunn's position, because it's just going to further Triple H and Stephanie getting power within the company, which is ridiculous in some ways because they already are going to have the power because they're related to Vince. But, it seems all kind of like weird working to me, but at the same time, Kevin Dunn is probably going to be gone once Triple H does officially take over, which would be hysterical. So he might not be wrong. But at the same time, the article is kind of stupid and people are freaking out over nothing, I think, as of right now.
You're done, Kevin Dunn. Go to Bruce Pritchard heaven.
Bruce Pritchard. Who else can we put him in?
Love.
Let's put Bruce Pritchard, Vince Russo, Jim Cornette, and Eric Bischoff too. Put them all in a room and just see what they say. Start a company together, you guys.
Oh yeah, sorry. That's the Cronin response. I never seen the double suicide finish. So you'd get. That was the best reaction. We told him we wanted Cornette and Heyman together.
Oh god.
He's like, oh, you're looking for the double suicide finish? Because those are two guys that kill each other probably. He's like, they're great minds, but they kill each other. I love Conan.
I can't see them in the same room together.
Oh, I can see them in the same room together, but I can also then see an hour later that one of them going through the door of that room.
Yes. They would not be in the room very long is the point.
Yes. Now, let's talk about some more about Hogan. What's updated here that we maybe haven't, picked up on? Because I know there's a lot of
things that's come out. Everybody in the world is commenting about it. I mean, all the wrestlers have something to say.
It's not as negative as I thought. I mean,
some of it is, some of it isn't.
I think it's been a lot easier than usual. Like usually these things are like 99% death of the guy.
Well, I think there's a reason why. And I think it's kind of an obvious reason why when you think about it. And this could be something that was planned by WWE. Look, WWE had a knee-jerk reaction, and they're basically wiping him off the map. What did that do to a lot of people? It was an overreaction to a situation that was quite severe, but it's still, by taking him off the Hall of Fame list, now whether or not he's still Hall of Famer, that doesn't matter right now. What happened is they took him out of the Hall of Fame section on WWE.com. So it made people think, man, they're just going scorched earth with this guy.
I know what
so
it
they
is.
made him a sympathetic character.
I know what they're doing. They're going to take him out of the Hall of Fame so that he can go on. He's going to go on a special interview with Oprah. And and I know what he has to do. He's going to cry and say he hates himself.
I don't know if any of that's going to happen.
No, yes, he's going to cry and say he hates himself. And then, I don't know, brother, and then he's going to rub his eyes. And then what's going to happen is WWE is going to re-enter him into the Hall of Fame so they can do it again.
I don't know if they're going to I think they'll just reinstate him.
But
they haven't taken him out yet. That's the thing.
Okay, well, they'll take him out so they can do it again. Hulk Hogan officially comes home again, and they put him back in the Hall of Fame.
I don't see how that's if they do that restarts the story, because if they were to do that, then everyone's going to talk about, should WWE be reinstating this guy publicly like this after the comments that he made? That'd be counterproductive. What I think they've done is, and I think it's purposeful, because they try to do this with the Del Rio situation. It's something similar in a way when they said, hey, we're going to let you go, but we're going to bring you back. We're just going to let the situation die down. And Del Rio's like, fuck that. He said something racist, so I slapped him. That's it. That's what happened there. This is a little bit similar in a way, because what they've done is they've gone scorched earth and made him sympathetic to the public. And now Hulk Hogan has gotten a lot of public support, which he may not have gotten had WWE not had the reaction that they've had. And I think that some of that is planned. It's public relations stuff. It's basic public relations stuff.
Maybe, yeah, you're right. It's not a bad idea. It has definitely worked, and I felt it right away. I don't know why. I just felt, I think he's going to get some support, and then he did. He got, look at my comments, it's at least 50-50. In fact, most of the people hating on him are white.
Yeah.
It's that white guilt.
But it's funny, a lot of the people, even now, today, I talked to people today who still think the original comments were from that 2012 interview where he just said the word. Most people still don't know exactly what he said, and then when you tell them what they said, I want to punch that motherfucker is the first response.
That's a good point. People don't understand that the comments he made are in the sex tape, and he's talking about hating N-words and not wanting N-words around his daughter. And talking about how he's actually kind of racist and he doesn't like N-words. Yeah. I mean, but on the radio thing, it's not what we're talking about. It's a fake thing. But I saw that video. It was trending. Somebody went off with it. It was trending. It was ahead of mine. I was getting mad because this fake video was ahead of mine.
There's two things funny about that. One, we were planning on making a fake audio tape.
Yeah.
We said it on air. The second, all these cretins out there that are saying that Hogan, this is the thing, you want to support Hogan, that's fine. I have no problem with that. He is a real American, and you said your prayers, took your vitamins because of him. I get that. Totally cool. But to say, I don't think Hogan's a racist, when he says multiple times from his own mouth, "I'm a racist," is ridiculous. He says, "I'm a racist."
Yeah.
He said it. How can you say he's not a racist when he said he's? Come on, what the fuck are we talking about?
Right. No, I don't know.
It's crazy, but it's you know what? It's all right. Everybody has prejudices. Everybody has things they don't like about other people. That's reality.
I like how Monday Night Jaw in the chat somehow doesn't think it's possible that Tyson Kidd could have stolen a fact from me.
What? It's not possible. This doesn't make of course it's possible. Anything's possible.
And he's like, you actually believe that? That was like he's laughing. He's like, yeah, that was very possible because I was doing a wrestling thing, and spoke about him and used it in every video.
We might be idiots on YouTube, but Joe Cronin is on WrestlingTees.com. that's where all the wrestlers have their shirts at. You douche nozzles. I mean, come on. It's not as small time as you might think. People do know who Joe Cronin is, and there are a lot of wrestlers who do watch the show. And so it's not beyond the realm of possibility that he heard that and just like, oh, fact. Hashtag fact. I like that.
Yeah, molded. It wasn't the same thing. He kind of molded into his own deal.
He changed it, yeah.
But yeah, no, it was all coincidence, and there you go. That's all it was. But you know, if you don't, that's fine. Larry David stole something from me, and I know he stole that because there's no chance in hell that's word for word for at least 5 minutes. It's unbelievable. And I'm not saying
funny.
Larry David stole it, but a writer saw it because it's too good. It's unbelievable.
Larry David, oh my god,
son of a bitch. Then again,
Larry David probably has journals upon journals of unused material.
Yeah.
I think that's hysterical.
You know, the thing is, it actually really could be coincidence. But the thing about it is, because in my class they said you had to take a video you had to take a TV show. You had to make a video, a 5-minute short, which was like an episode that could happen in a. So you had to pretend like you were writing for that show and make an episode, or make a scene from an episode that you would have made. So
how long after you uploaded the video did the episode air?
I uploaded the video in I think 2005. And the episode I think aired in 07 or 08.
It's possible.
And
it's very possible.
The reason why I knew about it was because Tosevich called me and said, "Dude, they did your skit." And I said, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Your Curb Your Enthusiasm thing." And what it was I was working really hard in my brain to think of something that could happen on Curb Your Enthusiasm. So I came up with this. My friend was going to come over to help me paint my house. So I need help painting the house. And I needed to get it done because they were trying to sell the house or something. And so I invite the guy to come over to help me. You know, he's doing it to help me, you know, for free. So I go, "Hey man, I'll be right there. Let me just go get my other shoes on. I don't want to get my business shoes dirty. Let me get my sneakers. I got some old sneakers. That way if they get paint on them, I don't care." And he goes, "Okay, man, sounds good." And I go upstairs. And while I'm upstairs, he kind of opens up the fridge and is like, well, he opens up the fridge and he starts eating some food and stuff. And and I come back and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, I'm just getting something to eat." I'm like, "You just gonna go in the fridge and you're not gonna ask like, hey, can I have some food, or do you mind if I grab a drink? You're just gonna go in?" He's like, "Well, dude, I mean, you're my friend. I just thought, you know, I was hungry. I could go in." I'm like, "Yeah, oh yeah. Why don't you?" And I just and I go into this whole thing, and I'm like, "Here, why don't you take this? You want to take this home with you?" And he's like, "Well, I'm here to help you." And we just go through this whole banter. And if you put the two videos up together, they're almost identical.
It's very possible that a writer or something may have saw it. Who knows? Inspiration sometimes is imitation. So
but it's also a very Curb Your Enthusiasm thing. So they could have just.
It is.
I mean, to eat out of someone else's fridge, I guess they could have thought of that too.
Well, like Curb Your Enthusiasm and anything that Larry David really has done throughout his entire career is reacting to everyday situations in an overreaction manner. So.
Oh God, Dave, I'm sorry.
What?
I should be yelling at this guy.
What happened?
I gotta put this in the fucking thing.
Uh-oh.
No, somebody said something about you that wasn't nice.
Oh, what'd they say? I want to know.
Hold on, I'm gonna play it in the thing.
Oh,
Hold on
God.
1 second. So, oh boy, this is why you don't do State of the WWE's live. This is why we don't do it. But hold on a second. 'Cause this is quite funny to me.
Oh God.
Mosh mustard. Dead Dong Dave should have his own t-shirt that says #fat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm fat.
Yeah, very nice. He's losing weight, and you're gonna make a fat joke. and he's losing weight.
Congratulations, I'm fat. Yay. That is a good shirt, though.
Yeah, it is.
I don't care.
What an asshole.
Dead Dong
all right.
Dave
He's
should
not
have
even
his
being an
own
asshole.
t-shirt that says #fat.
Can't fault him for being honest. Still probably have had more pussy in my life than you could even imagine. That's all right,
You know,
though.
you should have a T-shirt that says #homo. No, I love Moshmaster's been donating to the show, so he can call you.
Yeah, don't alienate him. He can call me whatever he
He
wants.
can call you whatever he wants to call you.
Yeah, anybody
You
can call me
asshole.
whatever they want. I don't give a shit.
So what else do you think about this Hogan stuff? I mean,
I think eventually it's going to continue to dissipate, but I think that more things are going to be released, and I have a feeling we haven't seen the worst of it.
how about the shares? The shares dropping big time.
Yeah, okay. I did want to talk about that too. People freaking out about that. This year.
It's been going up and down. I own
Yes.
WWE stock, just so you know, everyone. I own WWE stock, and I bought WWE stock when it was at $9, and I saw it go up to
That was
33.
Yes. Yeah.
I saw it go up to 33, and since it dropped back down to 10, it's been up and down from 17 and down, and usually around 14.
Yeah. In the past 12 months, it's been as low as fucking $10, $11. And it's been as high as, what, 18? I think 18
Yep.
was as high that it's been lately. And now it's dropped back down to around 16.50, somewhere in that point. And yes, over the last couple of days, it did coincide with the Hulk Hogan controversy. And during that time period, stockholders lost $50 million. And I get that people are freaking out over that.
Yeah. In 2
However-
months, they'll gain $100 million. It's
Yes.
it's clickbait.
It's clickbait. It's complete clickbait because it's an ebb and flow of the stock market. WWE is known as a volatile stock. It's
Yes.
a quick flip stock. You're trying to time it completely fucking right. I read this whole article about this analyst completely just
And I screwed
set
it up because-
fire to the shit.
Dude, if I was rich, because remember, I bought WWE stock at $9.30.
And you didn't sell it at 33.
And when WWE Network was released, yeah, it went up to $33 fucking dollars.
Dude.
Okay, well, I did sell some of my shares, but I made $100. But if I had a lot of money, I could have bought 10,000 shares. I would have fucking quadrupled my money. It would have been insane.
Would have been quadrupled. That's a hell of a fucking thing. Yeah, it would have been a lot of money.
I'm gonna log into my account to show you. I want to show you what the
Believe you.
on TD Ameritrade. I want to show you what happened though during the time I bought it. It was fucking incredible. But okay, going forward. So there we go. I finally watched Total Divas today. All first 4 of the episodes, and man, Eva Marie, she sucks.
See, okay. I think they're being unbelievably unfair to her. I think, honestly, when I'm watching the show, the only sane person in this situation is Eva. Fucking
No.
Nikki and Brie are insane.
Nikki
They're
tried
hating
to-
her for no reason. They're
Nikki-
making up reasons to hate this chick.
Nikki tried to sit with her to talk with her about everything and be like, all right, everything. And then she just started spouting off all this fake shit to Nikki. And Nikki's like,
What
I'm trying
did
to.
Eva say that was fake? I felt Nikki was being
No,
fake.
everything that Eva says is fake. It's like about this and that, and it's like it's mysterious. Like I expected her to sit down with Nikki in that conversation and be like, you know, I understand why you guys are upset, and you know, I just feel like, you know, why are you so worried about what I'm doing? You know, you guys are, you know, you're already made it there. I can't even wrestle, and that's what's going on with me. And I'm gonna learn how to wrestle and do things the right way.
What she's saying is she's busting her ass and she's trying to get there, and Nikki is like,
that's what she says when she has after Nikki calls her out. But everything she says before that is insanely patronizing and enraging. Go back and listen to it. I heard that too. At first, I was thinking the same thing, Dave. I thought I felt bad for her that they're all ganging up on her, and I think they are ganging up a little too much. But then that thing with Nikki, when I heard what she said in that little conversation they had, that's when I was like, all right, this girl sucks. Like
I felt Nikki
she's
that whole
Suzanne Summers in Three's Company. That's who she is. I'm not joking.
I felt Nikki was being kind of a dickhead, but yeah, that's all right.
How was she being a dickhead?
I didn't like what she was saying. I felt like she was trying to make peace, but at the same time, she kept taking shots at her.
She was trying to make peace, and she let it go, and then all of a sudden, Eva said a bunch of weird shit. I'm saying, I think she was looking for the conversation to go something like where I was going with, like, listen, I don't think you guys should really be worried about me, whether I'm going to LA to train, whoever I'm training with. It doesn't matter where I'm training. I'm trying to get better so that when I get in the ring with you guys, I'm safe and I can be a real wrestler. So sure, we can go back. Like, let's not go back anymore. Because actually, Nikki started with, like, let's not go back. The past is the past now. And then she was like, so how you feeling and stuff. And that's when Eva went into her weird shit. And then Nikki got all irritated by that again, because that's what Eva Marie does. Instead of just saying, you know, like, you're right, let's leave the past in the past. You know, I'm training where I'm training, and wherever I train, it doesn't matter where I train. It has been, you know, I worked just as hard training, you know, maybe as you guys did when you started. And I'm gonna work better, and I'm gonna get here, and hopefully I'll be able to gain your respect. And you know, I hope that's something that can happen.
Eva's really fucked up for not just letting the last 3 weeks of being fucking shit on go immediately and wanting to clarify things. Well, what a bitch she is. You know what? I'd be a little fucking hateful about it too, personally. She's been nothing but shit on for the last 3 goddamn weeks. And yet now Nikki wants to fucking talk to her and talk about, like, oh, the past. No, I'm going to get my goddamn piece in. You know, I'm an Eva guy. Go Eva. All red everything. I don't know. I'm just being a dick.
I don't know. I'll tell you what, though. I watched that show. I can't stand her. I don't think I like the girls either. The other girls who are, you know, kind of bullying her, you know. And yeah, Nikki and Brie are the bullies, the bully girls from high school.
They're ridiculous. They're ridiculous. And the thing is, they're not even nice to each other most of the time. Fuck. I remember the first season, Bree's calling Nikki fat. It's like, damn.
Yeah, I mean, the little kind of like laugh comments, like, oh, you look good. And it's like, oh, it's like, ugh. Like, I just couldn't deal with talking like that.
You know who the biggest bitch is, though, in that entire show? And not around as much?
Yeah.
Their fucking brother. Their brother is Satan.
Whose brother? The Bellas?
The Bellas brother, yes. He was really prominent last season. That guy is the fucking devil, man.
It's Satan.
He is Satan.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God, he's horrible.
I did not know that.
Oh, God, go watch last season. Him trying to sabotage Nikki and John Cena and stuff. Oh, my God.
Wow.
And then he just comes off like such a little hooker, man. He's like, if he gets called out, he's like, yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand what you're trying to say. I'm just trying to look out for you. Like, get the fuck out of here, you emo.
You emo. All right, I've got my stock here. This is very interesting. This is my actual stock trade numbers. It's very interesting to look at. So, guys, I'm going to put it up on the screen right now. I want you to see something, because this is how much money I lost because I didn't
put all of our financial information up on the screen right now.
Yeah, here you go. Okay. I think you can see a little better that way. So this is right here. All right, so I bought stock in WWE right around here. If you look at this, guys, right here. See this at the bottom? That's where I bought the WWE stock. And then this is to the end of 2014. And then look what happened. I bought it and it went woo all the way up to this. And if I'd bought 500 stocks or 10,000 stocks or whatever, I would have made a shit ton of money, because I bought the stock at $9 and it ended up going over $30. Unreal. And then it crashed back down a few months later, and I actually sold almost all my stocks right around here at the $25 mark. I sold all my stocks except for one stock. I kept one stock.
I'm keeping one
just to keep one. Just I thought it was cool.
That's funny.
And I got letters from them. So then this is what it did. It crashed down, went back to $10, and then it's been a steady kind of up and down from 10 to 16 to 18 to 10, and now it's really been holding fairly steady around 14.
Yeah.
But
with little spikes up every now and then.
It's just very interesting that I bought it when I could have made a lot of money, because the reason why I did this is because when I was in middle school, I won the stock market game. And I told my mother to invest in old Tommy Hilfiger and all these other things, and she didn't do it, and I won the stock market game, and then 3 years later, all those companies blew up. I told her to invest in Google. There's a company called Google and all this stuff. I told her this in 1999. And I think it was 99. Might have been a little after 99. But I told her to invest, and I told her how much stock to buy. And I don't really know what I'm talking about. I don't know why but I always win at stock market stuff. And so here we go.
Why can't you win now? Make us all rich.
If I had a lot of money, I could invest. But this proves it right here because ideally I would have bought thousands of shares in WWE, but I had almost no money. I just was like, I'm going to buy some stocks. And and I'm going to buy it in WWE because the network's coming and there'll be a big push. I feel like I can't see money going down right now. So it's got to be going up a little bit. So maybe I'll make a little bit of money. So I bought it and it blew up. And I sold some of it. Anyway.
I don't think this impact, if there is even any a long-term impact of the Hogan thing on the financial side of WWE, is going to last very long.
No.
I think the Tough Enough ratings will actually go up in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I think things are going to improve. We're going into SummerSlam. We're going into the biggest pay-per-views of the year. Things are going to be building. We got Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker. Kevin Owens, who we were just talking about, he's main eventing house shows at the Staples weekend. I mean, we're talking about all these huge things that are going on. Hell, SummerSlam weekend is shaping up to be one of the biggest weekends we've ever seen in wrestling. We're talking about an NXT event that is going to have well over 10,000 people at the Barclays Center the night before SummerSlam.
Right.
I do not think that this Hogan thing is going to have a long-term impact, which, as you stated, have been quite consistent as of late. They've been around $14, $15, which, believe me, people are going to take.
Yeah.
That's completely fine. That's really reasonable. It's cool. But the stock market is fickle. So people freaking out, Hogan cost him $50 million. While in the most technical sense, that might be accurate. It's very misleading, and it's widely being dismissed because it's not really true.
Right. And speaking of something that's not true, XS Rancher says nobody gave a shit about Benoit until after he murdered suicide.
Oh God, yeah,
yeah,
that's right. That's there you go.
They didn't win the world title.
Yeah.
WWE didn't sign him because if no one gave a crap about him, he would have come over in the Invasion, and he would have been out the door in a month.
Yeah, he wasn't one of the most highly touted guy coming from like every goddamn organization he's ever been into when he's gone to a new level. He hasn't always been held in the esteem as one of the greatest in-ring performers we've ever seen.
One of the best technical wrestlers is what you'll hear.
You know what? I would even go ahead and call him the best technical wrestler I've ever seen. Wow. I mean, that guy was in him, Kurt Angle.
He was very cerebral.
Yes. Everything he did, it was methodical. It was nasty looking.
That was a... Never mind.
I know what that was.
All right.
I let it go, though.
Okay. Okay. Now, the Destination America dropping the 8 o'clock show, but that's another clickbait. I think that's just because of programming on the channel for that Bigfoot
It's only for
show.
2 weeks.
Yeah, just the Bigfoot thing.
Yeah, it's
Invisible
for 2
creatures
weeks.
are more important than airing ROH twice.
Yeah, it's for 2 weeks, and but it could have something to do long term because the ratings have not been probably what they wanted.
I think the ratings are split, to be honest, because sometimes I watch the 8 o'clock and I miss it, and sometimes I watch the 11 o'clock. Maybe they're thinking, let's just do the 11, get all the ratings in that time slot, and then we can put another show that's a little bit different on before, and maybe people will get into that, and it will create a they'll get more ratings that way. I don't know.
Potentially, I don't know, but like all the ratings that I see, like every time I see a ratings thing about TNA and Ring of Honor, they always have to combine the 2 times together to make one reasonably decent number. So it's just like for combined viewers of that night, it's 400,000. So it's not that bad, but if they only have the one and it's only 250,000 or whatever it's going to be, that's going to look bad. That's going to look bad. I don't know. It's going to be interesting how that works out. I still think TNA is going to be off Destination America in the next couple of months. There's rumors going around that another memo has been sent backstage that they are looking for another home already. So I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. The TNA going out of business thing is starting to get to me.
They're not going out of business. That's not what I'm saying. I don't think that's what they're going off of Destination America.
But all that stuff, just all the TNA. Well, you're right. That's something that could happen. Yeah, but TNA going out of business thing is is in the realm of like Sting coming to WWE thing. Like I got so sick of it, I was just done with it. You know, probably 6 months before it happened, and I'm just done with the TNA. I'll believe it when TNA doesn't operate anymore. I'll believe it then.
I highly doubt we are going to see TNA cease operations. They might merge, and they're already starting to a little bit with Global Force Wrestling. Global Force Wrestling being the traveling act, TNA staying put inside the Impact Arena. I could see that happening, and they'll just find new homes because they're going to find a home. Yeah. It may not be better than what they have now. They might continue to go to less and less networks, but who knows? I don't see them ceasing operations. They're going to cut costs, but I don't see them ceasing operations, at least not anytime soon.
I guess you're right. I don't see it either. What's next for Sandow?
Well, right now, Sandow and Curtis Axel have already been photographed dropping their gimmicks completely. Now they are just Curtis Axel and Damian Sandow. However, they're still a team, and they look rather generic, but we'll see what they decide to do with them. They're probably going to be jobbers, like they were, and now they're going to be less entertaining jobbers. I don't know.
Jesse, how you doing, buddy?
He's dead. He died.
He's dead. Oh, he's back. Jesse, how you doing, man?
I was just channel surfing, and I saw you cunts were live.
Oh, good. I'm glad you were here.
Yeah, fucking TNA, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to look up news on anything. And honestly, it's just flooded with Hogan, like little tidbits of more Hogan. And lost in all this stuff, it's the worst time for that CM Punk interview to come out because it seems like it's sort of gone lost a little bit because Hogan's...
Well, depending on your point of view, if you're the UFC and you want his stuff to be focused on MMA, it's the best possible time.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, because I know Dana White. Yes, he wants a lot of the audience.
Know him?
Yeah, I do. We're best friends. We smoke cigars. I know Dana White. I'm sure that he probably would like to. Now you fucked me up. Because now anything I say is going to be pretentious. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
I'm making brownies, Dave.
Everyone listening, it's really important that you watch all my videos and you watch them all the way through. So that because YouTube holds watching the entire video very highly. So watch the whole thing. Here's some excerpts from the CM Punk interview.
Hit the like button, by the way. You're sitting there. You're just sitting there on your asses. Hit the like button.
Or the dislike button if you're a cunt.
Jesse, don't put that. There is no dislike button. It's a lie.
Punk
says this is in Facebook.
Punk says he didn't know he was going to leave WWE.
Yeah.
When he was interviewed by this place last year, so that's very interesting. Yeah, he wasn't allowed to go to UFC while he was in WWE. Well, no shit.
Yeah.
CM Punk said that AJ Lee fell in love with Milwaukee, and that helped him decide to move. He said, "It's funny. He talks about her like Tom Cruise talked about Katie."
You're just worried that at night they're locked in a cage.
Yeah, he's like, my wife, and like he gets my wife April, like, this is weird.
It puts the fucking lotion on itself, bitch.
Punk talked about getting rocked pretty hard in a kickboxing scrimmage. While at the gym, he said he would have easily lost via judge's decision. He says he doubts he's won any scrimmages yet, but he's fighting professional fighters. He wants to gauge where he needs to be at.
Yeah.
Punk said a filmmaker is following him through the process.
Of course there is.
All the way up to his fight that will eventually happen. That is interesting for anybody.
That makes sense. That had to happen.
That's awesome. Who's not going to buy that wherever that's available?
Gotta see that.
Oh, I hope Colt Cabana's narrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to give my friend a safe place to tell his story.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Punk's inside him.
Too bad he doesn't bring Hulk Hogan on, huh?
There you go.
Yeah.
Largest donation
of the night. Whoa.
I feel so bad. Please accept my deepest apologies. Thought it was a running gag, but went south. Mosh mastered #homo.
What?
Oh, that's funny.
I'm just kidding, Mosh Master. No,
We're just kidding, dude. It's okay. I am fat. It's all right.
No, it's funny, man. We love you. And thanks for the donation. I know you watch all the shows. Mosh Master, we love you. It's okay. You can call Dave fat.
You give us money. We love you especially.
I called you a homo.
How much does he give?
He gave $5. It's sympathy money.
We really love you.
Thank you very much for donating. You can donate too in the description
99
below.
cent. No.
You know, talking about CM Punk, there was an interesting thing that just happened to him at one of those Comic-Con panels that he does.
Yeah.
He got challenged to a fight
No
by
shit.
an audience member. I thought it was so funny. I read this article.
I've been challenging him for months.
Yeah, see, the art. It was so funny because I almost called you when I read it because it said CM Punk responds to fight challenge from fan. I go, oh my god, he saw fucking Joe's video. This is amazing.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be just something at a Comic-Con, and this guy was like, "Fight me, like fight me, let's fight."
See, I think mine would be more interesting. Only if I got one of my videos to go viral, like the one where I'm calling him out to go viral, and then everyone was hearing about it. But he even made fun of the Green Ranger, so he don't know. He wants to.
What was CM Punk's response? I'm curious to what he said.
It was very
That's
dismissive.
funny.
It was very dismissive.
He probably hears it every day from fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about what I hear from people. I mean, there's no doubt. Like, look.
CM Punk said to him, he said, "You're not a professional fighter," and the guy said to him, "Neither are you."
That guy was on.
That's great. Well, there you go.
God, that must have pissed him off to have to.
Oh yeah, it did.
God.
I gotta say, this Punk looks great. He looks like he's in real lean shape, and it's gonna be interesting. He's taking it seriously, but he even said it himself. And I've heard other reports, people writing about it, that he has not looked fantastic in scrimmages, and it's gonna be interesting. He wants to fight in December.
It's gonna be an old-fashioned dog fight to the top.
Might even be a death.
Oh man, CM Punk.
Can you imagine, like, he just goes, "What, motherfucker? I'll knock you." Boom. See
Well,
him talking shit to the guy, and bam.
I'll tell you, I got more of this. Want me to continue? These are all highlights from the interview. It's very interesting.
Yeah, good.
What was that?
I read it a few days ago, and I was like, eh.
Well, but I think the people will be interested.
Well, go ahead.
not for you.
I didn't mean the response. I had a knee jerk there.
I
Didn't
tried-
mean to respond.
He's like, I tried to move us off this thing. Like
I'm very tired.
He has a problem taking it easy on guys because
Is it
he's
the
still.
daytime where you're at?
Yeah, but I didn't sleep.
Oh.
Stop cutting Joe off, you cunt.
Oh.
He's still in pro wrestling mode. So this is the problem I would have if I was fighting someone for real. I'd be in like, I'd still think it was like fake, and then I'd get knocked out. And that's what apparently he says he has a problem with. And then Brock Lesnar had that same problem.
Better fix that real soon.
Yeah, but fix that before you get rocked. Oh, I'm gonna give him a
I don't
German
know.
suplex.
Brock saying that, I don't know if no, I'm not calling him a liar, but Brock had a background. He was a collegiate All-American, 2-time All-American. So I don't know. That's a little weird to me that Brock would say that because Brock has a fighting background. So I don't know. That's weird to me.
Fight chickens.
Well, we all know that Phil sometimes lies. He says he didn't watch pro wrestling when he was there, as it was just a job to him, and that was it. So when he was in WWE, he never watched it. Obviously, he was there. I wouldn't watch myself. I don't know. I wouldn't. I probably would watch it. It's because I'd watch myself to be like, what did I do?
Well, you see, it's interesting that he said that it just became a job to him.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, unless you are an upper guy who's making the type of money that John Cena and stuff were making, I don't know how you could be a professional wrestler without continuing to be a fan and being passionate. Look at Dustin Starr. He lives and breathes wrestling just all the time. And that's what drives people to become professional wrestlers. You did a video today, as a matter of fact, your 15,000 sub thank you video, where you talk about that very thing, about how you live and breathe it. You just love it. You have to have it all the time.
Yeah.
And that's what makes people want to be wrestlers.
Right.
And when you lose that, it becomes a job. You're gonna walk the fuck away, and that's what CM Punk did. The money's only gonna sustain you long enough because if you're not passionate about this business, you have no place in it.
That's what keeps Cena going. The cancer kid's saving him.
The Jesus. I know I'm not in wrestling, but I can't help it, man. I can't get it out of my head. I'll be in the living room, and I know it's really weird, and it happens because Leah can't stand it. I'll start doing spots when no one's around, like nobody's here, and I'm just doing spots. And she'll be like, "What do you do?" Like I'll hit the floor. I'll get up, I'll jump, I'll leapfrog, and then I'll throw, and then I'll run like there's ropes, and then I'll throw clotheslines. I mean,
Start doing the Ric Flair and you fucking like elbow drop your jacket.
I'm doing this. I do it all the time. I can't stand it. And then except it's more sad because then after a few minutes I start getting sad. It's really weird. But no, so it reminds me of Ace Ventura when the guy's in the mental institution, the football player.
Oh
yeah, that's great.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready. Like that's exactly what it's like. Like what the fuck?
See that?
It's in the tutu and shit.
That's exactly right. Like I don't know what is wrong with me. So I powerbomb my poor kid.
Yeah.
He knows how to hurricane.
Oh my god! You should just start the clip there.
He's got me hurricane run. He's hurricane running me.
Nice.
I got him to jump up onto my shoulders. I grab him.
My kid, you know.
It's great.
I tried to do a video with my daughter. I tried to get Alicia to do a Jimmy Superfly Snuka splash on me, and it ended badly. I'm like, oh my god. We didn't even get to the point where I could put the camera on. We're just trying to get it together, and she can't do it.
Yeah, you'll end up killing your kid like that.
No, well, she was a foot off the ground. She was standing on the couch. All she had to do was just basically land on me, and she wouldn't do it. She was so scared. It was so funny.
It's hard to do that. I mean,
worried she might break you, man.
Yeah, I think that was part of it too.
When I was, because
my wife called me an idiot.
I took gymnastics. I took gymnastics when I was in first and second and third grade, and first of all, gymnastics was great and I had a blast. But one thing that was like a bonus that I didn't know when I started gymnastics was like the floor is like a wrestling ring.
It is.
Like you hit the ground, it's like clunk. It makes that big crashing wood sound, and I couldn't stop. Like because I'm obsessed with wrestling. I'm in the first grade, second grade, third grade. I'm here at gymnastics. There's all these Asian kids who have been doing it forever, you know, and they're like doing friggin' flips and all kinds of shit everywhere. And I'm like the first time in a gymnasium, and all I can think of is wrestling. So I was like begging the kids to come here, let me DDT you and stuff, and they didn't know what I was talking about. Like none of them were wrestling kids. Like they were like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Let me show you how to take a DDT." And I was really,
what are you doing?
I was first grade, sitting there doing DDTs on these kids safely.
I'll drive you.
Oh, please tell me you did the Jake Roberts friggin' setup where you just spun your finger in the air before.
Oh, I did all that. That's exactly what I did, and I always like. And I liked the first face plant of the DDT that Rob's doing when you slap their back and go down. The parents were like, "What is this kid doing?" Probably. I was running off the mirrors because there was no ropes. There was mirrors on each side of the thing so everybody could see everybody. And then I would drop legs. I couldn't wait to get there so I could fake punch someone and stomp on the ground, and it was awesome. And then we would start our routines, and I'd be bored, but. It did teach me how to do all the flippy stuff, so that was cool. So thank you, gymnastics. So get your kid into gymnastics, you know, if you think they want to get into wrestling.
Thank you, gymnastics.
Especially now, like back in the 80s and stuff, you know, not really. You didn't really gymnastics. But the way wrestling's going now, if you're a smaller person, you're not over 6 foot, 6 feet tall, 6'1", you really, to make
too much swinging off of stuff for me, brother.
Yeah, you want to make sure you can do that stuff. I think CM Punk got away with it. He was... He's kind of like a not so tall guy, but he also isn't very good at leaping and doing all that gymnastic stuff. CM Punk gets off by his presence and his mic skills.
Yeah, he barely can pull off a leapfrog, it looks like.
I'm not a very good, dude at a lot of that stuff too. Like I prefer to do splashes off the top rope and things like that. I was uncomfortable with backflips off the top rope.
That was my worry about Punk, though, going into UFC, because at his age especially, I never saw that supreme athleticism out of him. He's a good worker, but I've never, he's not a fantastic athlete. And that was my worry. But now he looks like an athlete. You know, he looks like he's gotten himself into a great athletic condition, and we'll see if it translates.
Yeah, right. No, I think... I don't care what happens, but I'd love this. If he gets knocked out, I will. All I know is I'm ordering it. That's all I know.
I'm watching it. There's no question. You gotta watch it.
I am psyched for that. He also mentioned stuff about AJ Lee, kind of not being treated so well at the end and seeing alienated, and he was happy that she left, but not. She could stay if she wants to. He's not really. Says he's not in either side of that. He doesn't care. I'm sure he really doesn't want her to be there.
And of course, what does he end it with? I can go back tomorrow if I want to. You.
Yeah.
He ends it with something along the lines, I can go back tomorrow if I want to, but I never will. He
That's
does. He says
great.
something like that.
Such
That's
a
great.
dick. What a dick.
That's a great quote.
Yeah. You know, I could. You know, I should do a parody. If I was still doing parody videos, there's a parody video to make, and I could take AJ Lee from you if I want to.
But I never will.
But I won't.
It's donation time, baby.
Let's do this!
This is a prepared statement from the Illuminati. All these Benoit talk in the chat is giving us a headache. He made a blood sacrifice on behalf of Section 1 North American's own Chancellor Sire Vince McMahon. Big deal. Hashtag Illumicrate.
Thank you, Illuminati, for donating
Holy
to the Joe
shit.
Cronin Show. Oh, man.
That match is still going on?
The match? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's still wrestling his family right now. All right, well, there you go. I think that's the state of the WWE.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
There's not a whole lot more I really can think of getting to right now, to be honest. Dave's really tired. I think he probably needs to go to sleep.
No, I'm all right. I just suck tonight.
I'm all right.
I think going live is weird. I think we should have done it offline.
It changes the dynamic
Yeah, we have a better
because
dynamic.
you can't help yourself. You have to read the comments.
Right. I turn it into live. Yeah.
The last thing you need is another distraction.
We are so much better at this when we're not live, to be honest.
But because we're not pressured. We're not pressured to answer calls. We're not pressured to answer comments. We're not getting interrupted by the donation thing. And that's not an indictment on anybody listening or watching. It really is just more about us because we're able to just be two wrestling douchebags.
I agree. I love you guys, though. Thank you very much for watching. And we'll do another. I think we would do another 10 minutes if we can get a nice $50 donation.
Oh my God. It's so funny. Did you see this video of the accidental $716 donation?
No. I've seen a lot of donations of like $10,000 on Twitch.
But this is so funny. These guys are. I wish I had the video queued right now. I'd send it to you. These guys are playing video games.
Yeah.
And they're talking to this guy about donating. It was $7.76. That's what he said he was going to donate, right?
Yeah.
He forgot the fucking decimal point and sent $776.
Wow.
And it's just insane. It's so funny.
So they had to send it
freaking
back
out.
to him. Well, they had to send it back to him because otherwise they can just claim it and they'll get it back from PayPal.
It is so funny because he sent a message like, with you. We always get the messages. Well, they had the same thing set up. And the message was like, enjoy the $7.76. But the donation was $776.
Oh, man.
No, my mom's going to kill
That's just
me.
the tax, asshole.
Cash that out. Cash
My
it out.
mom is going to murder me.
Oh, yeah, he used your card. That's even
She
worse.
can't find out I used her PayPal.
That's funny.
That is funny.
I see it's hard to tell. Some of them are real. Most of them are real, but there's a lot of fake ones that were going on. Like the guy would be streaming. People would be giving these guys like $70 every 10 minutes. They would get 50, 70. And somebody donated like $7,000 to this guy. And he was like, oh my God, And I read that 30% of donations over $100 end up being claimed back.
Oh,
so
really?
So it's a fake thing. So, if you're streaming and like someone donates $10,000, you're like, oh my God, and then 30% of those aren't end up not being real. So can you imagine?
I'll choose.
I mean, can you imagine being someone who like even like me, but a college kid who's out of money, or someone like me, or Dave, or anybody, we don't have a lot of money. Jesse, any of us, we don't have a lot of money, nope. For someone, someone donates like $30,000 to you, and you're like, what the fuck, like.
Just because they want a little publicity.
Yeah, and then so you're thinking your life has changed. You know what I mean? You're thinking my life has changed. This is, and then the next thing you know, it's but not only is it taken back, it's taken back like a month later.
Yeah, after you've already,
Yeah, and you spent some of it, or you did things. A month later, they
Honey,
take
we
it
can
back.
get those tits you wanted.
It's just talk about crazy. But that would be crazy. I don't even know what I would do. I would be paranoid. I'd probably hold on to it for like a long time before I, ever used anything.
Yeah, I'd swear a lot.
You'd swear, yeah.
I'd kick something.
By
I don't know.
cocaine, whiskey, and whores.
Yeah, I mean, I thought there was someone who told me that there's a friend that I know who I was like, you should go ask her for money. It was like to me, because I was telling her how we can't get a house and everything is weird, and they were like, you should just go ask her for $10,000 and then pay her back if monthly or something. And I was like, I don't know, I can't do that. I can't do that. I feel weird. I feel really weird.
Yeah,
can't do that.
It happens. That is a weird thing.
I was like, they're like, yeah, she gave this and that, and she's got like all this money, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't know, I can't do that.
Give her sexual favors.
I will. She's like 60. I would.
That's okay.
Double the price.
That's nothing. I'd pork Betty White right now.
Oh, dude, I'd do that for free. Come on.
I'd get drunk over a house, and yeah, I mean, like if there's anybody out there who has money right now that's listening, guy or girl,
fuck you.
I will bang you for money. I'm not joking.
No, neither. Yeah, I do too.
I mean, we're not talking about money. I mean, I'm talking about like you give me a donation, and I would
substantial amount of money.
Yeah, like you give me a donation, and what I would probably do is come drink with you.
And then whatever happens, happens.
And we might have a party. I don't know.
You want a party, baby?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not joking. I mean, I'd do anything for my family. I'll bang a dude.
You know what though? It's easy to say, but when cock comes to mouth, you might sing a different tune there.
No,
bud.
I'm gonna go. I'll take it.
I don't know. Like Chris was saying, you could get on a plan.
We're all just
2
animals.
in a day. Set.
Yeah, we're all just animals. I don't care. Put that kangaroo in my face. I don't care. You're gonna give me 50,000. So I mean, I don't know. I thought about making a video that was just like, hey, if you're a rich dude who likes guys, especially younger guys, and you're older right now, just saying, hit me up. I'm open for things. I'm worried about police kind of seeing that though, and then being like, oh,
They gotta prove it. Yeah,
but that's what I mean. They might set me up with, like William Joseph fucking emails me and says, listen, I saw your video and I was formerly a real estate broker, and maybe you'd like to come by and visit sometime, and we'll talk about this.
The funny thing is, all you got to do, it all depends on how you do it. You could have this video stating that that's your intentions, right?
Yeah.
And then all you got to do is be like, oh, okay, you donated. Hey, I appreciate that. Oh, you're going to be in Boston? Maybe we'll meet up at a bar or something. Don't be like, I'm coming to your house to fuck you. No, you meet up at a bar and go, hey, just so you know, this has nothing to do with that donation, but I really want to suck your dick right now. And then you're home free. No prostitution. Just a guy wanting to suck another guy's penis.
All right.
That's it. Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. Or maybe I do it first for no money. Maybe I do it.
If you do it first, that could be eliciting, because you're like, now that I sucked you, send me that money.
Dave, you remember when you did Michael McDonald?
No,
or whatever it was?
I could say now. Aren't I really good at that? I can do that more. Anyway, I gotta go, but I have a channel at Joe Cronin Show, and if you could donate to it sometime, that would be cool.
I could do it some more.
Yeah, that guy could get away with saying that. I think that's okay.
It might be.
And I'd have a tape recorder on me too. I'd record the whole thing.
I got Tic Tacs condoms.
Man, this is not State of the WWE anymore. I'll tell you that.
Not anymore. No, it's not.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Have a good night. State of the WWE and state of my mental status.
Don't touch your sisters.
Good night. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and go check out The Dead on Dave on his channel. He never talks like this on his channel. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, I do. I do. Come on. I had Talvish say that he wants to kill Tommy C. Come on.
Oh. Goodbye.
That wasn't that bad. That wasn't.